I'm so happy also.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Your passport
how to
arrived home.
explain. Sorry?
Yeah, I know the feeling, but your passport arrived home.
Yes, yes, yes,
You
yes.
have
It
you got
arrives
your
on,
passport?
yes,
Everything is ready.
yes, all is ready
Oh
up
my
to
goodness.
Thursday.
I feel so
Up to
happy for
Thursday.
you. Okay,
Thank you.
we are closed. Did you have time to check the video that I sent you about money laundering?
Yes, I saw it. It was
Okay.
so interesting.
So I want that you please explain me. Yeah, I want that you explain to me, please, what are the consequences about this kind of behaviors that are against of economical systems.
Okay. I don't know how to how to start, but I think that money launders in other places. For example, here in my city, there are a lot of malls, and it can helps to the economy in some aspects. But I think that also it's so bad because as as we know, the money comes from dark places and it's not legal, and I think that can be can affect as a good thing or as a bad thing, because you can see, I don't know how can I say, a type of development in the cities or in some places, because the person that makes the money laundry help the place, but the money is not coming from a correct place. Is it's like in your country, no, the sound that Pablo mm, I don't know how to say, construyó las casas, creo que eran vecindarios. He made some neighborhoods and he
Yes,
helped a
perfect.
lot of
Or
people.
build it.
He built it and he helped a lot of people, but not as a good way. As a good way, sorry. And obviously, that affects to the economy and to the banks, because they, no sé cómo decirlo, escapan de los impuestos. They don't pay the
Avoid.
taxes.
Avoid
They avoid
taxes.
taxes,
Yes.
and that affects to the countries.
What do you think that is the I don't know, a strategy? Because you know that your career has like these two channels, no? Like the diplomatic way, but also the management.
Yeah.
Sí, como negocios, como administración, manejo. What do you
Mhm.
think that is the best way to solve it? Talking about public policies, what do you think? Like trying to be realistic, because for me, the solution about it is legalize it. But I know that is
Yeah.
just in my mind that
It's
won't happen in
something
my
so
country.
topic.
I won't happen for, I don't know, maybe 1 century or something. If we exist, that maybe will happen in hundreds of years. But talking more realistic, what do you think that can be a solution?
Legalizing it, because I think that it helps also, and you can stop it as a government. You can stop it, and if you try to do it, you are going to stop a lot of process that helps a lot of neighbors and business and things like that. And I think the solution is legalizing it, but I don't know, it's so utopic like you said. And can be also, I don't know, a type of mm, disminuir, disminuir. How can I say disminuir? Uh,
You can
disminuir.
say something like
Less taxes. I don't know, or only for charity or things like that, or putting for charity.
aló,
Well, I
aló.
don't know.
¿Se
Can you hear
cortó?
me?
¿No escuché? ¿Qué pasó?
Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I am here.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Yes,
I
yes,
lost
yes.
connection for a sec. Yeah. What
Okay.
was the question? Sorry.
I was saying, disminuir quería decir, pero estaba diciendo ya otra cosa.
Like
Okay, I think that
like decrease, decrease. Estaba buscando en mi cabeza. Decrease. Increase, subir, decrease, hacia abajo.
okay. Using uh, that money for charity, I don't know. It's so complicated because you can stop them. There are a lot of people that make that type of acts, and it's so complicated. And I don't think that you can apply something like public policy publics because it's
Public policy.
illegal. Pu- Public policy because it's illegal. So I don't know, legalizing maybe or using them for charity, something like that.
You know that when I lived in Santa Cruz, a friend told me that a bank that is called like Fácil or something like that. I
Banco
cannot
Fácil.
remember. A huge
Yes.
bank that you find this bank like one each couple of squares, and that these banks has like some origins that are not so legal, and that for that reason I cannot remember, but the thing was like belongs to some ex-president or whatever, and all that money that is using for building these places or these banks comes from an illegal way.
Yeah.
That is just rumors or is truth?
No, it's true. In Santa Cruz, it's so frequently. There are a lot of malls. I think that it's the city in Bolivia that has a lot more quantity of malls and commercial centers, shopping centers, um, all is laundry. Here also, I don't know if you came here when you was here. If you came to La Cancha,
No.
es un mercado. It's a merge, and it's so poor. It's so poor. It's like the dangerous zone here in Cochabamba, and it's like the street. It's so
Pero
the
es
name is
cerca al Cristo? No.
no. It's in the center of the
Es
city,
que- ah.
center south.
Maybe yes, because my hostel were so close to the main square. And I remember that I visit a market for find like, like souvenirs and
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if it's that one.
Okay,
But it's so
but
close to the avenue that is direct to the mountain with the crest.
Fist, Loquendo o
Es,
heroínas.
es muy cerca al mercado. O sea, está como el mercado y luego está la avenida principal que da al Cristo. Y ahí, ¿sabes? Es el mercado que queda cerca a la cosa postal,
El correo, el
como
correo.
a la oficina postal de correo, ¿sí?
Sí, el 25 de mayo. Yeah, but this merge is like more in the south. Um,
Market,
it
market.
market, sorry, and it's so funny because it's a person, but there is like two or three malls that are so big, so big. and it's laundry. It's
Mhm.
so obvious.
Money laundering.
Money
Yes.
laundry.
But
It's so
you know
obvious.
what? I discovered that all these mamitas, I don't know how to call it, como cholitas, pero no en el sentido
Solitas.
despectivo, sino como todas estas mujeres con pollera que tienen sus negocios, manejan mucha plata, mucha plata. O sea, yo me acuerdo
Yes.
que en Potosí, I have like my friend, I always buy it in the same place, and we become friends. And this girl was like, "Oh yes, my daughter gave me like $4,000. No, 40 $40,000 for make a couple of more businesses around, and we are buying like everything." Era como $40,000. Pues mi hijita me mandó $40,000 para montar un par de negocitos más en la cuadra. Y yo, y la señora con su diente, ¿sabes? De
Siete de
oro.
oro.
Y yo, la puta, ¿de dónde sacan tanta plata? Igual les va súper bien. O sea, no sé hasta qué punto también el trabajo duro igual pues les devuelve, ¿sabes? Porque igual trabaja como desde las 4 de la mañana hasta las 10 de la noche. La misma
Yes,
mamá.
but here it's so notorious because uh, I think that their sons or something like that, they
¿Los
go
hijos?
to the yes
Ok, ya.
of las cholitas. I don't know,
¿Ya?
no sé cómo decirlo sin que suene despectivo. They go to the chapare to work with
Tú.
coca, and then they come here to make money laundry. Because it doesn't have sentido sense. It doesn't have sense. Have make that type of buildings there.
Ya, ya, I got it.
And
Well,
it's like,
I just saw it. And in Santa Cruz, I remember that. Oh, in Santa Cruz, I remember that one of these, I don't know, malls close to the center, you can buy like in almost whole Bolivia, you can buy a lunch with, I don't know, 10, 20. If you're in the market for less, but 20 is like the medium. Then if you want
yes,
to pay more, you can do it. But I remember this was the first time in Bolivia that I saw like a normal lunch for 40 Bolivians. And I was like, this is not normal. And everybody told me it's like, in Bolivia, the people migrate to Santa Cruz for work
yeah,
because it's like the success one. And then
yes,
everybody's working, and how everybody's working, the quality life is different. And for that reason, everything is so expensive. But even in Uyuni, that is the most touristic place, you doesn't buy it for that price. What like so much expensive.
yes,
Mm. So I don't know. That takes influence also when a lot of people is living in the same place. And yeah, it's just crazy. Just crazy, is it?
yes.
But it's
In
the
Santa
reality.
Cruz is so normal.
Country is the same. And like officially, the economist says that we are not in bankruptcy because of drugs. And they say it. They are like, it's a
Ni
reality.
modo.
Ya, ya fue. Ok, les voy a enviar a las dos, que son las únicas que van a estar esta noche. Les voy a enviar a no, al grupo, la fotico para que contesten de manera sencilla, como uno, tanto, dos, tanto, porque hoy no me dieron licencia. O sea, la licencia la tiene abierta otro profesor. Entonces no puedo colocarles la encuesta. Entonces lo voy a colocar en el grupo para que porfa lo contesten ya, 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 si mi supervisor puede ver que hice las dos sesiones hoy y que voy a recuperar las otras dos el lunes. Entonces ya se las envié a su WhatsApp. Nos vemos el lunes. El lunes tenemos una jornada dura. Vamos a tener el examen, vamos a tener las speaking calls que faltan y algo más les había dicho. Y la entrega del ensayo para poderles el martes dar el feedback y ya con eso terminamos nuestro taller. ¿Listo?
El martes yo no sé si voy a entrar, Gali, eso más bien te quería decir, porque mi vuelo es 8:30.
No, no pasa
Estación de
nada.
Cres-
Envíame, el lunes presenta el examen, envíame el ensayo, e igual el curso se pierde como con 5 fallas, como con 8 fallas, y creo que tienes una o ni tienes, me toca mirar la asistencia, creo que ni tienes, entonces no pasa nada, no,
Ok,
no afecta en nada, pero el ensayo y el examen sí lo vamos a hacer el lunes entonces, porque si no,
ok.
¿ok?
Thank you,
Bueno,
Gali. Have a good weekend. I'm
todo.
going to answer now. Thank
Ok,
you. Bye.
thank you, bye bye. Andrea, hi, good night, how are you?
Good night. How are you?
Everything is going so good. Sorry because yesterday I was like so fucking busy with we had a meeting like with 10 organizations and make that all people get agree at some point. It's so hard. We were like 40 people, was so annoying. We start like at 8 in the morning. We end like at 9 and we do it like continuously. We just stop for lunch and we do it continuously. So at some point I was like, I will need to cancel. I will cancel it, and I forget my phone because I was so busy. And then when I saw was like was like 1 hour. So sorry for for that an agreement because I don't like to play with the others times, but yesterday was impossible make an agreement. I was like so lost. um I yesterday I win a migraine, like at night I arrived so exhausted, and I am having migraine from yesterday until today. One part of my head is still hurting me. So you can imagine the level of stress that I managed yesterday. I am just, oh, I want to sleep. That's it. So,
Okay.
in order to finish with our speaking call, mm, I guess that you had the opportunity to check the video. So, my idea is that you explain to me what are the consequences from your point of view, of course. What are the consequences from money laundering in a society? You can also tell me from other experiences. It's not necessary that you talk from a community or from a specific place in Bolivia. And also, from a realistic point of view, what do you think that can be the solution with this problem? Because this exists. And in your country and my country happens. Because as I was telling to your colleague, this maintain economy system supported a lot of commerces and businesses and etc. Because we are having an illegal source of money in our country, and that is reality. We know that happens, we don't know where, or we have an idea about where happening, specific about cocaine, but even if the government cannot solve it, imagine we cannot. But what do you think that can be a strategy for for manage this situation?
Okay. Okay. First, the consequence, it's obvious when people use or practice money laundering, they go to the jail. In Bolivia, it's common. There is many people who have a lot of money and they try to show that it's for their own company or business, but after a period of time, or maybe because somebody lawsuit them, the prosecutor investigate for a period of time, and the prosecutor demonstrate that they obtain all the money for drug traffic, for example. That is the most common. So the consequence is jail, pain. I think is from a year to 6 years, depend of the case. If I talk about the solution, I think it's difficult, but not impossible. We can stop all these illegal activities, but maybe we can control. But we have to start with our authorities or our governments, because it's not just people that practice these activities. In Bolivia, it's common about corruption or drug, how can I say, drug trafficking. For example, I don't know if you heard about the plane that the ex-president Evo Morales bought. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
imagine that. I want to interrupt you here because I have a closer friend that is still traveling in Bolivia, and he went to the Chapare. He's like from Austria, and he's trying to, to, I don't know, like to visit some places that are touristics, but like that belongs so much. Everybody told him that was dangerous, go there, but he decided go there. And like he told me, like, hey, check my friend, you know, he met Evo Morales in the Chapare. And it was like all the rumors were true.
yeah,
Because the people told me that he has like a specific airport, like little ones for like
or the
drug
picture drug.
trafficking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
And I was like, no, but everybody told me that. And just like, yes, he almost lives in the Chapare. And I was like, yeah. And yes, he paid like all the campaigns because, before I arrived to Bolivia, I have this conception from Evo. I don't know if I tell you, like, you know, it's so amazing that some indigenous and one leader that belongs to the trade unions become a president. We should try to be like them, blah blah blah. And then I arrived and I discovered that almost half or more of the population hate him.
Yes.
And it was like, what? Because for media, I had the perception that the people love him and keep him in the power.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. And my friend, like, this happened like last week or maybe 10 days ago. And they met each other and they made a picture.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
Actually, Evo Morales has a group of, I don't know how can I say, he has a power of Chapare, but it is because
Sindicalistas.
they,
Es como grupos de, como sindicatos, como gremios.
yes, like,
Entonces lo dices como trade unions.
okay, he has
Right?
power of trade unions, trade unions. It's obviously that he traffic drugs because he bought a plane, a president plane, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe, or four. He used that plane to travel to other country. But when he was traveling to United States, the government of the United States stopped the plane and enter into the plane and discover a lot of drug in the plane, in the president plane.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't
Actually,
know it.
yes, actually, I think that the plane continued in United States because people was asking for the plane because he spent our money because it's money of the society, and we haven't other president that spent money to buy a plane, but he did. And when he was traveling, he arrived to the United States and he said nobody can go in to the plane because it's a president plane, but the government of United States said it is my country. We will go. How can I say that in English? It's an organization that control drugs, and he entered to the plane and found a lot of drug. It was many kilos. So the plane was there. We lost the plane. That cost a lot of money. It was money of all the Bolivian people. And that is the reason why I think it's very difficult to try to stop here money laundering, because it's not just particular people. It is actually our government, because Evo Morales tried to appear that all things that they have is just for the work, because people love him, but it wasn't. It was because she was trafficking drug trafficking to other countries using their a plane. Actually, there are many parts in Chapare that they leave all of drug to other countries, and everybody knows that, but nobody can do something because they just kill you. So it is difficult. The first people that go to the jail, it's a particular people. So I think if we want to change that, we change our authorities, and after that, when everything will be so clear and honestly, we will can control the people, because it's common to have people here selling drugs. You know, you can say I sell drug, but you will know, because for example, the neighbors on my parents' house have a lot of money. They have like 4 cars, and they are cars of, I don't know, 2020, something like that. And nobody of their works. So you said, how you can obtain money because nobody works. All of them are just at home, and they spend a lot of money, and they have property in Chapare. Sometimes they make a noise.
Suspicious.
Yes, and sometimes they ignore a strange noise, and there are a cars that park on the door every morning, like at 10 a.m. And we don't know what box they gave to the taxi driver, but we think that maybe it's drug, but nobody say something because they are afraid.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Crazy.
So we think maybe they sold drug too, because we says, and how they live, how, because at least one of the family has to work, because you know you need to spend for food, study,
Survive.
yeah, survive. So it's common here.
Wow.
There is a case about drug TikTokers. I don't know if you listen about that. It
No.
was in January too. It was a case that appeared like 4 or 5 days ago. It was a group of young that was pisar, I don't know how to say. Pisar.
¿Qué cosa?
Estaban pisando coca. And they...
Like, I don't know, like walking on leaves. No tengo idea. No tengo, pues es que es una expresión muy coloquial.
No.
No sé, pero creo que podríamos traerlo de pisar uvas, que eso es común. Pisar uvas en inglés, porque eso se hace para eso, hay festivales. Stomp.
Okay. So,
mira, así. Pues me imagino, ¿no? Yo utilizando mi lógica inglesa. Pues si pisar uvas es stomp grapes, pues me imagino que pisar hojas, no vamos a decir de qué, debe ser stomp leaves.
Stomp leaves, okay. So a group of guys was, sorry, wait, I will read. Okay, stop leaves, and they record
Pisotear, acabé de googlearlo. Pisotear. Stomp.
Stomp, and they record all that activity, and they were famous because everybody saw how was the drug produced, and the prosecutor captured them, so them now are in the jail. And we saw some videos on TikTok, and everything was about drugs. They had a lot of money, cars. so they lost everything. But like I told you before, it is common here, but our authorities capture, no sé si is
Yes.
correct, capture,
Catch, catch them.
capture. But first is ordinary people, normal people, and it's difficult to
Yeah, same happens
the
here.
power. Mhm.
Yeah, same happens. Everybody knows that the government has some businesses around, but nobody can do anything. So just the people that, like the micro traffic pay the consequences. But the people that is really, really involved and the head of the system cannot. So we'll continue being the same way until the government take a really strong decision about it.
Yes, but nobody.
I want to ask you, a little bit going out of the topic. I remember that you told me about a series on Netflix related with a rapist con un violador, ¿recuerdas?
Yes.
¿Cómo se llama? No la anoté y qué día le iba a buscar y fue como, ay, no la anoté.
Mm,
¿Cómo se llama?
¿Cómo era? De un violador que era, no, no era en serie. A ver, me voy a tratar de acordar. Es es que he visto dos. Hay uno que es de un hombre que viola, bueno, que no es que viola, rapta a la hija de un tipo que era, creo que, ex investigador.
Ujú.
Y el otro era de un tipo que violaba, que violaba y mató a una niña de 12 años. No sé exactamente de cuál.
¿Te puedo encargar eso? Es como aparte, pero yo dije, yo me quería ver y no pude encontrarlo, me toca chismosear. Cuando tengas tiempo, es solamente
No,
aparte.
no recuerdo exactamente cuál, pero hay uno que vi de un tipo, de un hombre que violaba a algunas mujeres y les mataba, que es Salmon, o de una chica, ahorita lo estoy buscando, de una niña que muere, la matan a los 12 años. No sé
Okay.
si es ella, no
I
sé
want
si,
to keep it.
o no sé la verdad de cuál.
No, no, I cannot remember. Maybe it wasn't you. Sorry. I
Maybe.
remember that someone suggested me like you need to check this area on Netflix and she told me, but I cannot remember.
I don't
I
remember.
forget
I
it.
saw something, but I don't remember. Sorry.
Okay, no, but I was like maybe it was Andrea, but maybe no. Sorry. Okay, Andrea, I want to ask you that please fulfill the answer like on the WhatsApp group because I cannot make it here because I'm not having license for work today. And doesn't forget that you have to present. I will to send a note on the group, but please remember that you have to present the essay on Monday. Okay?
Okay, we have to present the article on Monday, and
Yeah.
the quiz will be on Monday too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Monday will be our last class?
No.
No?
No, because the idea is that you send me the essay, I can check it on like Monday night and all the next day, and then at night I can do a feedback.
Sorry, what is the meaning of feedback? Score?
No, feedback is like ay, no sé, como una retroalimentación.
Okay.
Eso
Okay.
significa.
Gali, sorry, I have a question. You will show our score, or will
No.
be Alison?
No. Alison show you because the certificate has the score and they send you. No worries. I guess that the certificate had the score the last year. I guess that this one also, but Alison, I sent it to Alison on 16. 15 we finished, 16 I sent the result, and after that I guess if you ask Alison you will got it, but I will ask if I can. I never share it. I just sent to my supervisor and then she start to work on certificates, but it's a really long way. I tell you, takes time.
Yes, Just, I think that we have to pass the course to obtain the certificate.
Ah,
And so
yes.
I,
Yeah, you will pass. But
I lost the course, so that is the
no,
reason.
no worries. No, just in my whole, I am like working with them just for a couple of months. No, I guess that more than a year right now. And just with all my students and your group were so short. I always work like with minimum 10. And with all my students, just one lost because he started to work and like work and study, but also doing the workshop was impossible for him. And he told me like, I cannot, was like a lot of absence, fueron muchas ausencias y no hubo manera, fue la única persona que me tocó reprobar. O sea, no hubo manera de, no tenía como ni cómo justificarlo, tenía muchas
Ausencia.
inasistencias. Entonces, por inasistencias, obvio pierdo. Y de resto, no, mis exámenes son súper sencillos, mis notas también son súper sencillas. O sea, no hay manera, a mí me gusta que aprendan, ¿sabes? O sea, es escuchar re cliché, pero a mí me gusta que aprendan. Una nota no es nada y uno a fin de cuentas, eso no le sirve para nada. La vida no es un examen, no es un examen. Así que esto les va a ayudar en su carrera profesional, les va a ayudar para un sustento, para un mejor trabajo, para un proyecto, para lo que sea, pero más que todo les va a ayudar el día que tengan una entrevista, el día que tengan que asumir un reto, ahí es donde ustedes van a ver las consecuencias de un ejercicio de estos que son voluntarios, ¿sabes? O sea, entonces no pasa nada, nadie va a perder. Ya te diste cuenta cómo son mis quizzes, así que así va a ser el lunes. Y bueno, muchas gracias por su tiempo, por tu tiempo. Disfruta tu fin de semana.
Gracias. Tienes un buen
No
fin de
olvides
semana.
contestar la encuesta.
Lo envío ahora. ¿Listo? Nos vemos.
Ok.
Te cuidas.
Igual tú. Chau, chau. Bye, bye.
Bye.